Got some wild bees next door. Eric's always hounding me to send him something. I think that would make an ideal gift when he gets into prepping, and they would probably just fit inside a pistol package. Yeah, I wonder if I can send it COD for shipping charges. Alright y'all, this is the 1911. This happens to be a para. When the last round is fired, the slide stays to the rear, and you can release it by pulling down here on the slide lock, slide stop, or you can give it a little slingshot effect. This is a 22-45 Lite Ruger, same gun as the one I'm working on. When the last round is fired, it too stays to the rear, but it doesn't matter how many times you pull on this, it's not going anywhere. This is my Hunter, 22-45 Hunter, most of it, part of it, and we're fixing to replace the slide lock, slide stop, whatever you want to call it, right there. That will allow us to give it that slingshot effect. Okay, it's by Tandemkross, the part that we're going to put in there. Here it is right here, this piece here, along with a little detent and a spring. And there's homemade jobs you can do, but I let it go this way. And I've never been in to the trigger mechanism of this. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a long spring that runs down this way. It's just a piece of wire. It holds in the trigger. It holds this pin in. This pin has a groove cut through it, around it, and it applies pressure and locks this pin in, which holds the trigger in, and the slide stop also is mounted on that pin. So we got to get the pin out. The way you do that is you take a small screwdriver or something, and you go in here, and on the front of that spring you push down, and that takes the pressure off of the pin, and then the pin should easily release. See it? Pop out over here on the other side, and we'll take that out. Now I'm going to tell you in advance, hopefully we won't have any problems, but if we do, and it looks like it's fixing to get hairy, I'm going to shut the camera off. And what we do now is we pull the trigger out. This damn shaking interferes with all kinds of stuff, y'all. Dog, I didn't want that to happen. That's alright. I know where the parts go. We'll get that out of the way. Now what we want to do is just get this piece out of there. Now it's got a detent on it also, but there, see it, a little detent. We've got the part out. Now we're going to take and put in the one by Tandemkross. There, the end of it, you kind of got to tilt it Let's see. Face it down. Ah, damn. Hope y'all can see this. I know all y'all are seeing right now is just a bunch of shaking. We're gonna get that part in there, come hell or high water. This little end right here has got to slide into that little notch right there. There. It's done. Now I'm gonna take the pin. Remember, it's got a groove around it. I'm gonna take the pin, shove it through to kind of hold that thing in place. There. Now it fell out again. You know, I probably should have used a some kind of vise to hold all this. Boy, this is going to turn out to be a shitty film. I was so hoping. There. Now let's put the trigger back on. Yeah, this is a real world. This is my world. Put the trigger back on. Let's put the little, damn it to hell. Let's try putting a spring in there first. Putting the detent back in there. There. Ain't this a y'all, it's taking up time. I'm gonna turn it off and put it in there, and then I'm gonna come back. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. It's in there. It's not that big a deal, but when your hands won't sit still, it just makes it tough. But ain't no biggie. It's done. You want to check and make sure that pin is locked in there by pushing on it. Make sure that spring has it, which it does. Last step, and this hopefully won't be a problem. There's a hole in the top of this slide stop. You want to put that spring down in that hole and feed that detent down in there. See that? Now it's working. So, let me put this gun back together again, and I'll get back to you. show you how this thing works. Alright y'all, sorry about that, it wasn't pretty. But I got it put back together again. It really is easy. I promise you. If you have steady hands, it's easy. But that's the final product right there. And after the last round is fired, that's what you're going to see. And you can release it by pulling down on the slide stop. But now with that modification, you can release it by letting it fly. It works quite well. Alright. And we're done with that one. I thought that one would go a lot easier, but it didn't. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Catch you later. Bye.